So, the higher self, the future version of you who has the life that you desire, is an important thing to tap into before you do any kind of magic. Because when you're doing magic, you're working to cause change in accordance with the will. And especially when you get into ritual magic or even something as simple as the law of attraction, if you're not tapped into that higher self, which is not just one thing that you want to change, but the whole overall arcing picture of your life. And then when you do spell work, you need to be aware that just changing one thing can have effects on a lot of other stuff. And when you work with spirits like those in the Lesser Key of Solomon or the Grimoire Verum, if you really push things, you can bypass that whole higher self piece and just go all in and get the result. The one result that you are so focused on to the exclusion of everything else in your life. But the trouble is, if you just focus on that one result, then that's where a lot of very negative effects of magic can come in. And part of the problem is sometimes when somebody is like super focused on one result, everyone around them is saying things like, you can't get that result anyway, so like why does it matter? Because they think there's some sort of like reality or belief systems that are somehow going to prevent a person from getting that result anyway. But the thing is, a lot of these belief systems really have nothing to do with the possibility of getting a result, because if you're really good at changing your beliefs, then the beliefs of all those around you don't really matter and don't really factor into the equation of getting something magically done. And that's why connecting with your higher self before doing magical work is so important. But here's the really good news. You don't need an 18-month ritual to connect with your higher self. You don't even need a fancy ritual. It's just really tapping into that overall picture of what you want your life to look like and making sure that any magic that you do is in line with that picture before you even start. And in order to get into that state, the important thing is to be able to imagine what you want. So just deep breathing, like so you're breathing in and out, but you're holding for a little bit, and you're just really clearing away all of those other thoughts and feelings and getting into where you want to be. And sometimes, even after doing this, if you have a lot going on in your mind, you might need to take further steps to get the non-self pieces out of the way before you really tap into your higher self and have this vision of where you want to go from where you are now.